Hey guys, so okay, welcome back to Zero Escape Virtue's Last Reward, not Danganronpa V3, that's the wrong game. Anyway, a bit of a controversial episode last time with regards to my decision to betray Alice. I spelled out the reasons why I chose betray. I chose betray because I thought she was also going to choose betray. I was playing the original Prisoner's Dilemma, I'll get to that in a second. So I was hoping it should be predictable, right? Like when you're in traffic, when you have the right of way, you always take the right of way. You don't give it to someone else, because that's when things get unpredictable and that's how accidents happen, right? So that's why I chose betray. What ended up happening, she chose ally. I got a bunch of points. She lost points. She's now on the verge of death. She slapped me. Don't blame her for that. I look bad not only as a character in the game, but I also look untrustworthy to you guys, which is, you know, shit. Just don't trust me, man. I told you, I'm so whack, okay? You can't trust a penguin with swirly eyes, alright? But back on track here. I sort of was getting towards the concept of it, but I didn't fully grasp it, and that is the reiterated Prisoner's Dilemma. So after the episode dropped and you guys told me all about my decision, I went ahead and looked up the reiterated Prisoner's Dilemma and saw that there is actually a different theory with regards to it, in which case in the reiterated Prisoner's Dilemma you play the Prisoner's Dilemma again, except this time you remember previous choices, whereas in the original one-off Prisoner's Dilemma you just make the decision and that's it, that's final, and that's where you would make a rational decision. But in the reiterated one, it's theorized that you should make the positive decision, so because people tend to go for the what's called the tit-for-tat strategy, I think is what I read, in which case they'll retaliate if you choose something bad. That's probably what's going to happen here. One thing I did want to say, I wouldn't say, like a lot of you guys said, you know, I made the wrong decision. I don't know if you could make a wrong quote-unquote decision when it comes to the Prisoner's Dilemma, and that's why it's called a dilemma. I will say I probably made a suboptimal one, but I can't say I made a wrong one, right? Because it's hard to sort of gauge where you're going here with regards to the Prisoner's Dilemma, especially because we don't trust these guys. You know, we've just met them. I made a on-the-spot decision. I just thought, I went with my gut. It's probably not going to pan out. That's okay. I'm going to own the decision that I made. Thank you guys for telling me, though. I welcome it. Please, like, continue the discussion in the comments. I love this. I live for this sort of stuff. I love learning new things. I'm happy to admit when, you know, maybe I didn't make the right decision. I probably didn't in this case, but hey, we get to replay the game and do it all again, right? And see what's going on. But it's definitely interesting, and already, like, I'm very engaged with this game, so well, now that that's all out of the way, we can carry on with the game. I mean, that's what happens when you put your playthrough out there. You know, people will question stuff, and that's fine. That's totally fine. So please, I encourage it. Continue comments, guys. Thank you for the discussion, though. I learned quite a bit. So there you go. Anyway, it's time to explore the place. We've got about, what, 40 minutes before the next doors unlock. We explored the crew quarters. I don't know if we should go back there. Maybe we should go somewhere new. The thing about the crew quarters is I don't think we got the file from it because we didn't get the safe password. But maybe it's too late, I don't know. In any case, I feel adventurous. I feel like we should explore somewhere else. So how about we go to the infirmary, which is the yellow door, and see what's up in there. I don't know how much time we get in terms of explorations. I wonder. Probably gonna be able to explore one room, but what are we gonna find in these rooms, you know? Like in the crew quarters, we fully solved the room. I don't think there's anything left besides the safe password. But this will help with future playthroughs, right? Right. So these guys solved the... Oh dear. She's here. So, this is the infirmary, huh?
Ugh. What are you doing here?
I don't know. I figured if I just come to the infirmary, you could probably just knock me out and I'm already here, waiting to get treated. You did slap me a bunch of times. I was probably looking for some ointment. Still mad, huh? I mean, like I said, like, Alice's reaction is totally understandable.
Obviously.
Okay, alright, yeah.
Oh, come on now, you don't have to get your panties in a bunch.
Okay, Dio, that's not helping matters here, okay? She's literally on the verge of death. And yeah, it's kind of unfair that Zero didn't spell it out. I mean, you could work it out maybe that if you drop below 0 points, you'll die, but you don't know for sure, right? You don't know the specifics of the game. For all you know, it just drops down to 0 and you're really stuffed.
That's easy for you to say, Dio. You're sitting pretty at 5 BP.
Yeah.
Tenmyoji and I only have 1. You do understand what that means, don't you?
That's no reason to take your anger out on people.
Wait, so we're all in the same room, are we? Or is it just these 3 in here with me?
You won't get your BP back by being a jerk to him.
What's this? You're gonna take his side? I thought you, of all people, would agree with me.
I do feel bad for Tenmyuji as well. Like, he chose Ally because, you know, he wants to trust them. And then Clover obviously chose Betray. I think she had the similar mindset to me. And that's like, that was also my thinking, you know, like, what if Alice... See, if we were paired up with Clover, she chose Betray, I chose Betray, that was 0-0. I was playing the game like Clover was, you know, I didn't know what Alice was going to pick. But, you know, it is what it is. This is the result. That's what happens with these choice-driven games, and that's kind of what I like about this game over other choice-driven games. With other ones, I mean, it's debatable now, but like, with other choice-driven games, there's an obvious answer you go through, or there's an obvious choice you make. In this case, you know, I was stuck. Like, I wanted to ally. I think, to sum my thoughts up, it was, I think, what Sigma said. He quoted something. He said, I want to choose ally, but I feel like I have to choose betray, or something like that. And that's kind of how I felt in my position. But
I do.
yeah.
No, you don't. You don't get it. Why would you care? You've got, what, maybe 5 years left, maybe less?
Hey, how long have you been alive, Alice? I need to know this much at the very least.
I'm not like you. I'm still young. I want to live a long life.
And that's kind of harsh, you know, calling him out on his age.
There's so many things I still want to do.
Like what?
Well, let's see. I want to wear lots of gorgeous clothes.
Really? Not like start a family, see the world?
I want to eat tons of delicious food and fall in love.
Okay, well, there's that part.
What an idiot.
Excuse me?
Been there, done that, eh, Tenmyuji?
And I was going to take your side, but after that load of horse shit, you're on your own.
Ugh. Look. Let me try this again.
Alright,
I'm frustrated.
I know.
But there really is something important I have to do.
I mean, I've also laid out my strategy. Well, it's obviously probably not going to be a great one now. I was going to ally next time. I'm probably going to get betrayed next time. That drops me down to 4 BP. I was going to ally again. Probably going to get betrayed again. Probably going to drop me down to 2 BP. I don't know. We'll see. Which is? She's not going to tell us.
Avenge my father's murder.
Your father's murder.
That's what I have to do.
What happened to him? Could you elaborate on that?
No, I couldn't. This isn't the kind of thing I should be telling people I don't even know.
But maybe it's a clue, you know? We must have something in common if we're all kidnapped. Fine. Just tell me one thing. Does your father's murder have anything to do with us being trapped here?
I have no idea. As to why you're here, your guess is as good as mine.
Well, you're here, and Clover's here. There's gotta be some connection. Maybe we all have special abilities, right? Because from what we've seen, Fi can fly. You're probably really, really old. You're all ice, right? And Clover has some ability to mess with the morphogenetic fields, right? Doesn't she? Or at least she was tested to be, so they're all sort of different kind of powers, right? So,
But it's possible that his death is connected to my abduction.
Meaning?
I was on their trail.
Really?
I was tracking down the people who killed him.
So this is a recent affair, is it?
How close were you?
I can't say. But it's possible that I was getting close enough that they decided something had to be done with me.
So they chuck you in here? Are you a detective?
Well, I wouldn't really say I'm a detective.
Private investigator?
Not a bad guess, though. Why are you guys looking at me like that?
Well, I mean, You don't really have the detective look.
I didn't say I was a detective.
That menacing face, man, it scares me. Then what are you? CIA?
No,
Fine. Oh, whatever you are, you don't look like one.
that's fine.
Maybe that's the trick, you know?
In my line of work, the less I look like what I am, the better.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe she's a spy.
Better I keep him guessing.
Hey, what's the deal with you and Clover?
What's she got to do with anything?
Well, you know her.
Well, you know each other, right?
And from what I can tell, maybe Tenmyuji knows Quark.
I was thinking maybe you were related or worked together or something.
No. She has nothing to do with my work.
Then,
She's just a friend that I met somewhere.
middle of the desert, perhaps. Where's somewhere?
The middle of a desert.
Exact words. A desert?
Yes. But that's an awfully long story. Wait, hold on. Why am I the only person getting the 3rd degree?
I don't know. Because we're asking the questions. You're not asking any of us questions.
That doesn't seem fair to me. How about you guys give up a little personal information, too?
No one wants to do
We'll
it?
start with you, Tenmyuji. Who are you?
Just a garbage collector.
Really?
Any ties to Zero?
None.
What's your relationship with Quark? You two know each other, right?
Do we know anyone? That's the question. We don't, apparently. But maybe we don't remember.
Do I have to answer that?
Yes, please.
Well, if you really don't want to, it's not like I can force you.
No. And I apologize, but I don't have anything to say about that subject.
Well, you not saying anything says a lot, so thanks.
I mean, it's not like you told us everything either.
I see. Very well, then. Dio, it's your turn. What's your profession?
I'm just trying to think if we can trust Dio, right? In the flashbacks we pinned him down. We also saw he was quite hesitant when he was like, yeah, it was fine allying with you, Luna. All good. No worries.
Well, you're probably gonna think I'm full of shit, but I'm a circus ringleader.
A ringleader?
You're kidding.
Nope, I'm the real deal.
Circus ring dealer, huh?
I lead a company of about 50
Ringleader,
people.
sorry.
We travel all over the world.
Wonder if you perform actual magic.
It was my grandfather's grandfather who founded it, but my father died at a young age. I'm a 5th-generation ringleader.
Wow.
My old man was a trapeze artist.
And you?
He tried to do this quadruple flip and missed.
I see.
Well, I guess he wasn't really young. He was about 40. Still,
Doing that at 40 years old. What a champ.
he was pretty reckless for a guy that age.
Yeah.
Always talking about how he couldn't let the kids show him up. Guess he just took it too far.
I see. You lost your father too, then.
Yeah.
No one's gonna ask me anything?
Shit. Guess I got a little sappy there.
It's fine.
Anyway, point is, I don't have any damn idea how I'm connected to Zero. I got grabbed on the last night of one of our tour stops.
What night is that? Christmas?
I'd gone out to a couple bars and gotten shit-faced.
Really?
On my way back to the caravan, this black van pulls up. Somebody grabs me and throws me inside.
So you were grabbed and thrown inside a van. No one used any Soparol? No chloroform? No white smoke? Because I think, was it Luna who said that she had the white smoke?
Before I can even get a look at them, they hit me with that gas and I'm out like a light.
Oh no, you got hit as well. Okay, that's fine.
Next thing I know, I'm waking up in the AB room. Anyway, enough about me. We still haven't heard your story, Sigma. Who are you?
I'm Sigma. I told you guys the first time we met. Don't you remember? I was on my way home from school, and when I got into the car, this white gas started pouring out everywhere.
Are you some kind of doctor?
Huh? No, I'm still working on my degree. I'm shooting for a PhD, but not quite there yet.
I guess you've been working on that for quite a while, huh?
It's weird because she's like, you know, she's sort of nice to us. I'm guessing this dialogue happens no matter what we choose. Yeah, I guess I have.
Can you think of anything that might connect you to any of this?
Honestly? Well, not that I know of. At this point in time. Believe me, I thought about it. But I just keep drawing a blank.
What about Zero?
No idea.
Do any of the people here look familiar to you?
Nope. You're all strangers. Well, I guess I can't really say for sure about Kay, since I haven't seen his face. I suppose it's possible he's someone I know. That's right, yeah. Maybe we know Kay. I don't know. Maybe he's someone familiar. Maybe he's from the previous game. Could be. From 999. Who is he?
Just who is he anyway?
Yeah. How strange. Until that amnesia clears up, I don't think we've got any way of knowing.
Oh, come on. You know he's full of shit.
Could be. Could not be. I don't know. We'll reserve judgment for now.
You still don't believe him?
Of course not.
It's good to doubt him, though. Like, my first thought was to, yeah, believe him. He's got amnesia. But Dia's got a point. He could be faking. Okay, well, Kay is a bit of a mystery, but what about some of the others? Clover, for instance. What does she do?
I think she's a student.
She's also a student, eh?
At night, she's a waitress or a bartender or something.
What about Quark? Well, I guess he probably doesn't really have a job, huh? He's still in elementary school, right? Why is that funny?
It's nothing.
He's probably some child prodigy. What's with his hat? Is it necessary for him to wear it? Or is it just the in thing in 2028 or whenever this game takes place?
Just forget about it. Yeah, you're right. Boy his age would be in elementary school.
Would be. But is he?
You really don't know much, do you? About Quark, I mean.
And if it makes you feel better, sure.
Interesting.
Well, I know a little about Luna.
Really?
I got her talking when we were in the infirmary.
Okay.
She says she's got some sort of medical license or something.
See, now, Luna, she looks too nice. Suspicious.
She's a nurse?
It could mean she's a doctor.
I don't know, she didn't say. Just going by how she looks, though, I'd guess nurse.
Can't go by what they look, mate. Like, Alice doesn't look like a detective, but supposedly she is, of some kind.
That leaves us with Phi. She's the most mysterious to me.
Really? Of all people, she's the most mysterious? How come?
What does a girl like that do?
You've been around her the most, Sigma. She told you anything?
No.
Look, I just don't know, alright? It's just kind of there.
Well, she said she's no man.
Like, I looked at you, and some part of my brain just said, that's Sigma.
That's such a strange feeling, isn't it? Like, you just know something, and it's like... I guess it's kind of like deja vu, maybe? No. Nothing in particular.
You sure?
Yeah. She's a real mystery, alright. I honestly know about as much as you do. So, basically nothing. I hadn't really realized it until I said it. I'd spent hours with Phi, and yet I knew nothing about her, except her name. And I only had her word that even that was the truth. Who was she, really? The more I thought about it, the more suspicious she seemed. A fake detective, a waitress, a garbage collector, an elementary school kid, a nurse, and a circus ringleader. Plus 2 told mysteries. What do we all have in common? I don't think Zero would just grab a bunch of people randomly. What? You all look like I said something strange.
There's no point to talking about this.
What do you mean there's no point? Of course there's a point. There must be a connection.
We should just focus on getting out of here.
This can help. If we know who Zero is, we know who we're facing.
Yeah, I agree.
And that helps us with unity, even though I look like a total jerk right now. Thanks, guys. I'm gonna go check on the others then.
Where do you plan on going?
Oh, so I can choose where I'm going. Okay, well, let's go to the lounge. I was thinking maybe the lounge.
I see. Right. Later, bro.
Laters. Okay. Toodaloo. I headed out of the infirmary. Interesting puzzles there. Looks like there was some sort of grid. Lounge. What does this look like? Who's in here as well?
Oh, hey, Sigma.
Oh. Hello, Phi.
Can I get you a seat?
Sure. Are you some kind of waitress?
What do you want?
Straight to Clover. A drink? What do you mean, what do I want? I just came here to check up on you guys. This doesn't look very homey. You know? What kind of lounge is this? What kind of puzzle is this? Lion? So, this is the lounge, huh? I can barely see New Zealand on that globe. That's unacceptable. A bar. A sofa. And 3 ladies. I feel like I'm in the VIP room.
Can I get you a drink?
Oh. Sure. You better not be underage.
I turned 21 just the other day.
Did you? I can't remember how old you were in 999. That would be a good reference point for time. Actually, isn't there, like... It tells me what year 999 took place, right? I can't remember now. Sorry. It's been a while. I see. Well, I guess we could probably have a drink or two then. Unfortunately, as much fun as that sounds like, I don't think it's a very good idea.
Why not?
We're trying to escape, and these puzzles are difficult, and I need my wits about me. I just did an escape room the other day, actually. It was my bachelor party, and we got to do an evil hospital theme room, and I actually did okay. Probably thanks to this game. Trained me for real life scenarios. It was pretty awesome. This isn't really a good time to be getting wasted.
Really?
Yeah, really.
It seems like this sort of thing is exactly what makes people want to drink in the first place.
How about we drink in celebration of getting out of here rather than while we're trapped? You've got a point.
Sigma?
Yes? I'm just kidding. Besides, I've got a headache. Drinking is probably not the best plan.
It hasn't gone away yet?
Well, it was fine for a while, but now I guess the bastard's back.
Are you alright?
Not really. This headache has been with us since the beginning, and because of this headache we remembered some sort of like alternate timeline, or it's the future, I don't know. Yeah, I'm sure if I just leave it alone, it'll go away in a bit. If we go by the fact that we could replay this game over and over and get the different endings, just like in the previous game, I'd say it's probably like a parallel universe of sorts. Just a guess. Could be a premonition, but I'm gonna lead towards like, maybe this has happened before and we're now in another timeline. Like maybe every time we die, the timeline branches off and we end up in a new one. That's how it went before anyway. Has this been happening to anyone else?
What? The headaches?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Now that you mention it, yeah, I did get one a bit ago.
Was it when you remembered my name, or you knew my name, sorry?
I feel fine now, though.
What about you, Luna?
You know, I think I did have a bit of a headache earlier.
Was it right at the beginning?
Not me. No headaches here.
Yeah, but you woke up late. Like, really late. You only woke up once you got out of the room. The AB room, when we first started.
Well,
Well, what?
it's hard to explain. I just feel kind of weird. Your head feels weird? No. My body feels weird.
Really?
Like my whole body.
Do you feel kind of numb? I think I've got the same thing. It's kind of like, maybe it's the traitor virus for the fact that we're the two people who chose betray. Like, when you fall asleep on top of one of your arms, and then when you wake up, that arm kind of feels like it's not really yours anymore. I kind of like that feeling, to be honest. It's a strange sensation, but I gotta admit, I quite like that feeling. Of course, when it comes back, it feels all tingly and everything, and you're like, oh man. Anyway, probably just me. It's not just my arm, though. My whole body feels kind of numb and foreign.
I don't know. I guess it's kind of like that, but...
Oh, if that's what you're talking about, then yeah, I know what you mean.
Are you the real Clover? Really?
It's kind of like my body isn't really mine.
What does that mean?
I'm sort of floating. Like that?
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe it's because of the anesthetic gas.
The what now?
It might have looked like white smoke. The stuff they used when they abducted you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, right. I can't remember what it's called, Soferol, right? Or something like that. It's supposed to be used
Seems
to...
like we were unconscious for a long time.
It's supposed to be used to quell
It must
riots.
have been pretty powerful stuff.
At least according to the first game. Ace's company made it. You think this might be some kind of side effect?
Well, it could be a side effect, or it could be that it just hasn't worn off completely yet.
But it's been hours.
Whatever. That's not important. Right now we need to figure out how to get out of here.
Alright. I'll go have a look somewhere else then. You guys going to stick around here?
Yeah. Haven't really taken a good look at everything yet.
Okay. Okay. Catch you later then. We're not going to look around as well. I waved goodbye and headed toward the exit. Where to next? There was only one other place I hadn't gone. Back to the crew quarters. Guess we're talking to Kay, Quark. Who else is left? Just those two, right? What are they doing here by themselves? Surprised Tenmuji's not with Quark right now. Maybe he's just trying to keep his
Oh,
distance.
Sigma.
Hello, mystery Letterman.
Perfect timing.
You were in the crew quarters before, weren't you?
I was. Yeah, I was. Phi, Alice, and I went through all the rooms. Kinda got stuck on the puzzle with the poster, but we worked it out in the end.
Did you find anything suspicious?
Sure. This whole place is suspicious, dude.
Like a secret door or something?
No secret doors. If I had, you really think I wouldn't have told you?
Anything else out of the ordinary, perhaps?
Out of the ordinary?
What's this book?
Schrodinger's cat. Huh? Oh, that's a book. A Meowt Cat. I hesitated, but I ended up
A
saying it.
meowt?
Yeah. Oh, sorry. It's just this thing that's happened to me ever since I was a kid. See, that's suspicious now. Because Zero makes puns as well. Sigma makes puns. Maybe that's just too obvious. I don't know. Whenever I start talking about cats, I start talking like one. Really? Just cats? It doesn't really mean anything, though. So you do it about cats. Zero does it about rabbits or bunnies.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. There you go.
That's weird.
Yeah, well, what are you gonna do? I had to entertain myself somehow.
So what's the cat book about?
Oh. Well, there's this, quantum physics thought experiment called Schrodinger's cat. This book talks about it.
Oh, yes, I've heard about that.
You've heard about it?
A cat is put in a box with a device that has a random chance to release a poison which will kill the cat.
Yeah, I think it's radiation in the original experiment.
That means the cat is both alive and dead until someone opens the box.
When reality collapses upon itself or something like that, I think.
Something like that, right?
Yeah, something like that. I'm not a science head, I'm so sorry. Meow bye?
What?
I don't really know anything about it. I'm just telling you what Phi told me.
So it probably isn't gonna give us any hints then.
Oh dear, it's escalating.
Quark, you're doing it too.
Oops.
Guys, there's no time to be punning around. Well, what about you guys?
What do you mean?
You checked out the lounge with Clover and Tenmuji. And Quark was in the infirmary with Dio and Luna. Anything suspicious there?
Well, this whole facility is pretty suspicious, but...
Yeah, That was my thought.
I suppose that's not what you meant.
No.
Well, the puzzles in the lounge were lunar eclipse themed.
Okay. Lunar eclipse?
Yes. Apparently, there's supposed to be a lunar eclipse on December 31st, 2028.
6 days from now? If we're still on December 25, I don't think we are. Surely it's at least December 26 by now.
All the puzzles were related to that somehow.
A lunar eclipse on the 31st of December, huh? Isn't that this New Year's Eve?
I suppose it is. Well, I can't say I know what year, or even what day it is, but
You don't even know what day it is?
Clover was saying something to that effect.
31st, huh? I'd be knocked out at dawn on the 25th, so the 31st would be 6 days after that. Lunar eclipse. Lunar eclipse. We got someone called Luna. The themes to the safe codes are sun, star, and moon. Lunar eclipse. What did it have to do with any of this? I wonder if Two Milkmen Go Comedy is not just an anagram for Welcome to My Kingdom. What if it's another anagram as well? For something else. Could be a possibility. Not that I can solve it right now. Try as I might, I couldn't think of any way an eclipse could be connected to our abductions.
What about the infirmary, Quark?
Maybe it's some sort of time limit. They need to get something done by the time the lunar eclipse happens?
Did you find anything there?
Yeah.
I don't think... Was there a theme for this set of rooms? I don't think there was any specific theme. Just phones and Schrodinger's cat.
We did find something.
Really?
Just one thing, though.
What's that? What was it?
You and Luna didn't tell you?
No, we were too busy talking about each other. No.
Okay. I got it right here. Just a second.
Quark reached into his pocket and pulled out what appeared to be a newspaper clipping. My throat began to tighten as I read it. Radical 6 infection spreads. Cure continues to elude authorities. The Radical 6 virus continues to spread across the globe like wildfire. Different to Ice-9, huh? The WHO, the World Health Organization, has confirmed that the death toll is estimated to have passed 100,000 victims. Immediate quarantine of any infected patients is strongly advised. Were we aware of this? Or not? Is this for real?
It seems a little hard to believe.
It really is some kind of pandemic, though. That sounds like a pretty big deal. Yeah, typically you'd have heard of, at least about it, right? Like everyone's heard of SARS, bird flu, Ebola, all that sort of stuff, right? Malaria.
Yes, it does.
There hasn't been anything on the news, though. This is the first time I've even heard the term Radical 6. Haven't seen it on the news, similar to maybe like Trigger Happy Havoc, Danganronpa, right? We haven't heard about the tragedy on the news, etc. like that. We don't know what day it is, or even if we're in the same year, you know? For all we know, it's been a year, or two. Gotta keep an open mind with these things.
If it is true, then I worry about what might be happening to the world outside. Is there a pandemic raging on the other side of these walls?
Or is this just another red herring? You alright, Quark? You look panicked. Clover's voice shattered the silence. That's her footsteps, but okay.
You guys! Hurry!
Yeah?
You need to come with me.
What's up?
Has something happened?
Yes! I mean, sort of. I mean, we found something.
What did you find?
Where?
It's horrible. It's really scary.
Okay, you're smiling again. Horrible?
Oh, never mind. Just shut up and follow me.
Alright.
You'll understand when you see it.
Okay.
It's
Where
right
is
over
it?
here in the next room. Just follow me.
Alright. Clover was first into the room, followed quickly by me, Kay, and Quark. She said nothing, just pointed under the bed. So maybe it's a good thing we came to the crew quarters last? The three of us crouched down and followed her finger. There it was. The bomb. What the hell is this?
I think it's a bomb.
How do you know it's a bomb? I know it's a bomb because we've seen this in our premonition or flashback or whatever it is. But bomb? No way! Yeah, this exact image.
So, thank you, Sigma. Goodbye.
Babushki. Bomb goes off. What's the deal with this? Of course! It was the same bomb I'd seen in my vision! Then it hadn't been an hallucination. So what does that mean? Had it actually been a premonition?
We need to tell everybody.
It would explain, like, the headache, right? Like, we've suffered some severe trauma, an explosion happened, and we're probably still feeling the after effects of that as we transition to this body.
No, it's all right.
Wait, what? Why did you tell us then?
Luna's out rounding them up.
Oh, okay. Cool.
They should be here in just a few seconds.
Here they come. How did you find this?
See?
Where is it? Where's this bomb?
No sooner had she spoken the words than the rest of our fellow captives appeared. Luna pushed through them and pointed at the bomb.
There. You see?
Yep. Now what? Don't suppose anyone can defuse it, right? For several long moments, we just stared in silence. Slowly, we began to eye one another. Old suspicions suddenly reawakened. It was Phi who finally broke the silence.
Doesn't look like it has a timed detonator.
So what causes it to explode?
There must be a remote somewhere.
Is it as soon as someone goes through the number 9 door?
You're right. It'll probably use an active button or a switch of some sort, not a dead man switch. If we can get it, we should be safe as long as we don't press the button.
Maybe someone has it on them already. Right? Because Zero is supposed to be among us. Who was the first person to find this?
Me. And Luna. We found it while we were searching this room.
How did we not see it? I thought you and Luna were in the lounge.
Well, yeah. We looked all over, but we couldn't find anything there. So we gave up on the lounge and came here.
It seems like such a tiny little bomb, though. Who knows what it's made of, right?
I can confirm that. I wanted to look around the lounge some more, so I stayed back.
Okay.
You guys must have found it when you got here then?
Yes.
How did you know it was a bomb?
Well, I mean, I could tell just by looking at it.
Really? I couldn't.
Why?
Well, during my train...
Clover!
You're training, and Alice promptly shutting you up, huh? Clover's eyes widened and she clapped her hands over her mouth.
Anyway, this is definitely a bomb. I guarantee it.
Okay.
How do you know?
I just do, okay?
Just like you just knew my name, right?
You sounded pretty sure about the switch, too. How do you know all this?
Well, she's something, right? Like a spy, or mercenary, or something. She does some investigating, surely. But she's not a detective.
Let's just say it's an occupational hazard.
What kind of occupation do you have?
I can't tell you that.
It's classified.
Spare me the bullshit. This isn't time for keeping secrets.
Please, just trust me.
Okay, alright. Well, I mean, kinda have to, right?
Look, I know I'm repeating myself, but I'm sure that's a bomb. And it's not just any kind of bomb. It's an antimatter bomb.
What now? What does that even mean? Does that mean, like, we disintegrate?
Antimatter.
What?
Wait, you mean a bomb that uses annihilation energy?
Well, that makes
Oh,
sense.
you know what that is? Anyway, yes, you're right.
I don't know what it is. It just sounds really bad. Annihilation.
What's Annie-Hill Nation?
Okay, Quark, come on. You're surely not this bad.
I would have thought you'd know.
Huh? Why?
Yeah. Why do you think that?
Well, your name is Quark.
What does it mean?
You do know what that means, right?
Yeah? Grandpa told me about it. He said it's an elementary particle, one of the smallest bits of matter.
So we all have scientific or like mathematical names. Like I'm Sigma, you're Quark, she's Phi.
But I don't really know anything else.
I see. Can you explain it to him, Tenmyoji?
Yeah.
Me?
You're his grandfather, aren't you?
Well, you know him best. I thought you could explain it best.
Let me think. I don't know. It's hard to think of a way to explain it in simple terms.
You want me to do it?
Okay, so everyone knows about it but me.
Yes,
That's cool.
please.
Phi nodded and turned to Quark.
Okay.
Alright.
To begin with, we usually refer to bits of matter as particles, but there are also these things called antiparticles.
I see. I like it because Phi's like explaining everything. She explains the prisoner's dilemma. She's explaining this particle thing.
For example, an electron is a particle with a negative charge.
Yes.
It has a sort of opposite, which is the antiparticle called the positron. It has a positive charge instead of a negative one, like the electron.
I see.
So, protons have antiprotons, and neutrons have antineutrons. Antimatter is a general term that covers all the antiparticles.
Uh-huh. Right. Yeah, I'm just like this.
The thing that's interesting about antimatter is that because it's the opposite of normal matter, when they collide, they both sort of cancel each other out.
Kind of what I was hoping for with the prisoner's dilemma, but...
When they cancel each other out, though, it releases a whole bunch of energy. That process is called annihilation.
Right.
So, an antimatter bomb is a bomb that uses annihilation energy.
In other words, a big boom. Yeah.
Sorry. I don't really get it.
It's alright, Quark. I'm kind of like that as well. I can't do science, but I'm still intrigued though.
Oh.
I'm terrible, I'm so sorry.
Alright, how about this?
I'm more of a words guy. Bit of math as well. Comes with the territory of being an accountant.
You've got men and women, right? They're kind of like complete opposites.
Uh-huh.
What happens when you put them together? Well,
In what
if
way?
there were, quantum men and women, then when you put them together, they disappear.
I suppose it's like a Tetris line. When you complete the line, it disappears. Something like that. It's like completing a set.
Because their opposite elements cancel each other out. Like when a plus cancels out a minus, you get 0.
Right.
That's annihilation.
But when that happens, a whole ton of energy is expounded, right?
But when you get annihilation, you also get...
I know!
What?
A baby! Haha!
Exactly.
Yeah. Annihilated.
In this case, the baby you get is the energy from the annihilation.
I see.
It's not a real baby, of course, but like a baby, it's got all sorts of potential to do amazing things.
That's kind of a strange explanation.
Kind of works. I can sort of get it now. Usually when you want to explain something, you want to use like imagery or stories, something that people can sort of grasp, analogies, so to speak.
You followed it though, right?
Yeah!
Yeah, but that thing under the bed isn't going to be making a baby.
Oh, no, it's definitely not going to be making babies.
Just how big of a... just how big of an explosion are we gonna get here?
Probably one that we don't have to worry about too much because we're going to be vaporized.
It's pretty simple, actually. Just use Einstein's E=mc².
Uh-huh.
The mass lost during annihilation will be converted to energy, so...
So you would take the total mass of matter and antimatter and multiply it by the speed of light squared. That should get you the amount of energy.
Uh-huh.
For example, let's say that it has 350 milligrams of antimatter.
Uh-huh.
That would mean there would also be 350 milligrams of matter, right?
To cancel each other out, yes.
So you'd have 700 milligrams total.
Yes. That means annihilation would produce roughly 63 trillion joules.
Oh. That's a lot of energy. 63 trillion joules?
That's about as much energy as the Hiroshima bomb.
Right. That's incredible.
What the... You've got to be kidding me.
And this tiny little pipe, huh?
There's only 350 milligrams of stuff in there.
Well, technically it's 700 milligrams since you have the matter and the antimatter.
That's not the point. We're talking about something that weighs less than a gram being equal to a bomb that weighed like 10,000 pounds.
Welcome to the future, Dio. Shit's getting real in the science field, I'm telling you that much already.